Let's do this. Hi everyone, how you doing? This is Archie here from the QTube to talk a little bit about why I left uni to pursue my career in composition on this episode of Archie's Diary. Let's do this. Hello everyone, how are you doing? It's Archie here today from the QTube. Today we're just going to have a bit of a chat really. I'm going to tell you my story about how I left uni to pursue a career in music composition, why I left uni, whether it was the right decision for me, and hopefully it will open up a discussion in the comments below about what the best thing is for each person. So I went to the University of Surrey in Guildford to study creative music technology. So at Surrey there were 3 music courses, straight ahead music, so studying composers, jazz musicians, that kind of thing. There was also a sound engineering course which was called the Tom Meister course, which has actually produced quite a lot of really great composers. Michael Price is one of them, who wrote the music for Sherlock, Dracula with David Arnold. And in between there was the course Creative Music Technology, which is what I've studied. So it was kind of half playing about with noise and playing about with sound, and half straight ahead composition, just learning how to write music, orchestral music, that kind of thing. And there was a small emphasis on music for screen. I think that was kind of the idea that creative music technology would produce composers, and the kind of modern day version of that is that you produce music and compose music for digital media, films, TV, advertising, that kind of thing. So we did a little bit of that in uni. So I began my course at the end of summer 2019. I had a few months up until March of 2020 to really dive into the course and to start to work out my sound, that kind of thing. But then in March of 2020, COVID hit and everything got shut down and unis got shut down, and it was kind of difficult to be able to make the most out of what the course was going to give us. One of the best things that Surrey Uni has in its music department is the synth lab that was mainly used by the CMT students. That had a Moog System 55 in, which was really great, and lots of other synthesizers. But we didn't have access to any of that during COVID. We had to sit in our dorm rooms and we had to make music from our laptops. So I basically just started to think, I'm just making music from my laptops for assignments. I could just be making music from my laptop outside of university and be establishing myself in that way. Now, of course, we got lots and lots of help from the lecturers, who were all great composers and great artists in their own right. I loved that course, and the people that did it and the lecturers were all so helpful, all great people, and it really was a great course. It just wasn't what was going to give me the tools to be able to establish a career in the world of digital media composition. So a year and a half into the course, I left the university. I remember phoning my mum on January 1st, 2021, to tell her that I wanted to leave uni, and I left uni just about a month or a month and a half later. Now, I didn't just say, okay, the course wasn't for me, I'm going to pack up and leave. I had a few opportunities outside of uni, and I really felt like had I stayed in university, I was missing out on the potential to be working with great directors and other great musicians, and I would just be wiping away the opportunities that were presented to me. When I left university, the lecturers and my tutors and everything like that, they were all so supportive. They said, yep, go and do your thing. I think they really were encouraging in the idea that they wanted you to succeed, whether it was in university or not. And I think they knew that university kind of was like a working out period for each of the students, like working out what their sound was, working out what they wanted to do, because before I went in, I didn't even know that I would be a composer. 100%. I kind of wanted to be a sound technician or something like that. So I left university to go and make films with other people. Hi, so I'm just going to take a really quick break from the video just to tell you about the QTube's Patreon. There's a link in the description down below, and benefits start from as little as £1 a month. Please do consider becoming a patron. It makes these videos possible. So thank you so much to those of you who already are patrons. And as I said, benefits start from as little as £1 a month. That includes new videos for scoring and lots more. So thank you so much. Let's get back to the video. Do I think I made a mistake in going to uni in the first place? Not at all, and I'll explain why. So I started learning guitar at the age of 11, and then I studied acting, and then I kind of pushed acting away and I went towards music. The idea was that I would just become a great guitarist, really, because I thought that was the only option available to me, because I knew guitar and I didn't really know any other instrument. I didn't really know how to sing. I just thought, oh, I'll become a session guitarist. University is where I really worked out that there was a way to be able to create your own music on your own. I thought the best way to do that was for screen. Had I not gone to university, I never would have realised that there was this path that you could take to become a successful composer. Now, I'm not at the end of that path by any means. I'm literally just starting, but I'm a couple years down the line, and I've noticed that there is a way to get there, and I found that in university. It's just that that journey for me wasn't through university. It can be very different for other people. For example, I know a couple composers from NFTS, the National Film and Television School. NFTS students very much stay in their own bubble. They all work together and they tend to be very successful after university. Now, had they not stayed in university, they never would have made those connections to take forward into their professional careers. Also, now I still work with musicians that I met on my course. Not all of them want to be composers. In fact, lots of them are just simply producing their own R&B and pop music, and they are killing it. And some of them are becoming sound designers, because that was very much a thing we studied on the course. So the course really did shape all of us, and it presented us with lots of opportunities to learn new skills and to be able to take those skills into our principal study. However, I would say that if the only deadline you are setting yourself is that of when the assignment is due for you next, that is not the right deadline that you need to be setting. In fact, you need to be setting a deadline way in the future, which is the level of success you want to reach as a composer or a sound designer or that kind of thing, and what things that you can do to not waste your time before you get there. University also provided me with a small portfolio to be able to start my career, so that really helped. Although if you're in uni and you're doing lots and lots of work outside of uni, portfolio work or even paid professional sound design or composing or producing or that kind of thing, then I would say really think about what you are getting out of university. It is a lot of money to pay, and although there are great people there, I felt like a lot of my time was being wasted, honestly. So I had 18 months left of my degree when I left, and I'm kind of now at the end of those 18 months / 2 years, and I've used them to gain a good foundation to springboard off for the rest of my career. So let's see how good that foundation is for me. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please do let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on this subject. I know it's kind of a bit of a controversial topic about whether education is the best thing or whether you should just go at it yourself and just kill it yourself. Either way, I'm sure whatever you're doing will be beneficial to you. There's kind of like an idea that it's a race to become one of the very best, and the earlier you do it, the better, and the harder you work, the better. But really, there is plenty of time for you now to be able to sit aside, really think about using your next 1, 2, 5, 10 years efficiently and not rush through things to be able to get to the level that you want to whilst taking care of yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe and ding the bell to be notified when we release more content like this on the QTube channel. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Cheers.